poison. We go to phase 2, and he immediately does an attack before I have a chance to respond. Which is not okay. Should not be that way. But whatever. Like, it's vaguely consistent with other things that happened, but it seemed wrong. Anyways, every time the Spectre's block is broken, it gains rage and block. Yeah, this was the problem last time, is that I was hitting him with, like, attacks that hit, like, 5 times. And while I was doing good damage, his rage just ballooned out of control very quickly. Anyways, unfortunately, I am going to make him a lot stronger, probably. I could just avoid it, and I think that is probably the better option. Like, I could do some damage with these, and I could have generated more block, and that would have allowed me to put more poison on. But I think just the amount of rage he'd gain would be a lot worse than just taking a moment to scale up. Well, I can't even see what my health is, so we're just going to trust that this is going to work out for me. That was not the most helpful choice I could have made, but here we are, nonetheless. Just trying to get more poison on him. And this should be largely enough to get me through. Yeah, like I do take some damage, but it's not too bad. Cure of all debuffs. What an asshole. Truly a monster, if I've ever seen one. Like, yeah, he's gonna cure, but he'll take the poison damage first, so let's get the damage that we can. And yes, I'm making him stronger. I do think this is still worth it, because we get a large chunk of his health. Also, if we could somehow proc the paper crane to stun him, that would be real nice. I would love to know how close we are to that. I also have no idea if those poison hits count at all. Yep, that's a lot of damage. Alright, so we do make him stronger, but we also weaken him, so these are only doing 17 times 3 now. This would have been a good time to have saved the layered defense, which I did know. And I chose not to, regardless. Okay, I am going to be taking some damage. But, hey, here we are. Okay. And then you're just gaining rage. Who gives a shit, really? Okay. So then we're gonna do this because this gives just a bunch more. Does it? Does it really? We go to 153, or this goes to 148. I don't know how many more times I can use this though. We'll just do this anyways. It's maybe not quite as good as I want, but that's fine. And that does a bunch of damage. And now he's gonna die from the poison, but that's okay. Oh, we do want you to die from the poison. I almost forgot that that was part of the plan. I got so caught up in everything else. Anyways, take poison and die, please. And yeah, unsurprisingly, there's the Terminator finger. Okay, yeah, glad I didn't forget to win via poison. Hopefully it actually works correctly, though. When any skill is refreshed, this hero gains block. Yeah, that's pretty good for us, as long as it's working correctly. Another force of nature is not unwelcome. Purge Protocol is cute. We're taking refresh resistance, though. Like, I'm not getting crazy value out of it, but that's fine. When this says refresh skills on all allies, does it refresh itself? Is that part of why this has stasis on it normally? If so, that's very interesting. Because it would mean that all of our zero-cost skills we could use every time. Like, just every time we pay one, we could use all of our zero-cost skills, which would be interesting. Regardless, we're going to take the slot upgrade. We're probably going to be putting refresh resistance on you, something. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Yeah. Well, we're doing the hero slot because I don't care how good the relics are. The hero slot is better. Like, it's not a choice. Shouldn't be a choice. Admittedly, I'm sure I haven't seen most of the relics you can get from that, but I'm confident in saying that I don't care. So this just goes down in cooldown, which is nice. But I don't care that much. Alright, have a nice night, Fury. Okay, well, we're going to put this here, I guess. We're going to upgrade this. Which does take half our money. That's fine. Still not insane, but it is better. Still not, like, crazy sold on the Toxic Slam, but it's fine. I could take another Corrosive Body to put on a different slot. I don't think we really want to. Sure, I'll take that just so we can get it to rank 3. Okay. Yeah, I guess I'll do this right now, even though I can't afford to combine it further. I am close to being able to combine it further. I think we just sell this is fine. Because at this point, I'd have to get rid of something else that I care about more. So, we'll do that. And we'll just go ahead and upgrade that fully. It's not amazing, but it's something. Like, it does value for us, especially since I can refresh it early now. It's not quite as good, kind of, since I now get the weak at the beginning of battles. But hey. When any skills are refreshed, deal 3 damage to a random enemy. What an asshole. I'm just not all about that. Okay. So let's give you some poison. And then let's punish you bastards and generate more block on my other dudes. Okay, and then they hurt Shork a little bit, which doesn't matter, and actually just generates more poison for them. Okay, and then this doesn't do nearly as much damage, but it blocks all the block that we need to block. And more to the point, we were able to put just a boatload of poison on all of them. And so they're dead. That's what is the case. I mean, we don't actually do anything here. They're all dead already. Ta-da! Woo! I'll take the mass evasion. I'm not going to use it, but it sells for more than the others do, so there we go. How thrilling. I don't fully remember what you do. I think you block. Either we'll fight you. We should still be fine. As long as we can apply poison to you, that's all that really matters. When any hero gains a block, the spitter gains 10% of it, and start to be sure, yeah, you gain dodge. Okay, yeah. So you are a little bit of a problem for me, but I think it'll be fine. Although, here we are. Oh, and also I didn't realize that Boop had a lot more block because he gets extra block from the refresh. Which is fine. I mean, it wasn't like a crazy higher amount. We only refreshed the defend, but still, it was a mistake. Anyways. Alright. Get a whole bunch of poison and then take just a tiny bit more damage. And then we end the turn. You take poison, we apply even more poison. You're going to live a life of sorrow and cry. Doesn't matter that you're copying our block a little bit. It just doesn't mean anything. Yeah, like the amount of block that he generates is just inconsequential to the amount of damage we're outputting. Oh, and I guess I was thinking I needed to do it in this order so I could put some block on Shork at the end, but it's not true because all he's doing is applying corruption, so didn't really matter. Like, it did mean that we had block on him so we could use the corrosive body. Don't think it was totally worth it. And by that I mean it definitely wasn't, but it also doesn't really matter. It takes so long to play out all the things. I think this is still better for us. Yeah, we do end up with more block by doing the 3 defends instead of the layered defense. Although I wasn't paying attention that you will take damage now. Yeah, you're so close to not taking damage. So I'll just do this. I definitely could have played that in a different way where we would have been fine, but whatever. It is what it is. And then he just dies from the poison. Ta-da! Woo! A level up. I do think it's kind of cute that there are different looking chests for each dimension. Like, Teraton's chest that we just saw is overgrown with moss and all that. Whenever an enemy dies from poison damage, heal all heroes for 2 HP. Don't care. Like, I can see some of the appeal, but it's just not that important. Max mana going up to 10 is nice. Venomous Guard is cool, because we only have it at level 2. But we're going to take the... God, I keep thinking I can press party to close that. We're taking the refresh resistance. It's very expensive to upgrade, but it's also just good. Yeah, we're gonna wait on that just in case it's like a upgrade bro next. Yeah, and it's not. So let's just go ahead and make that better. These are pretty silly looking. The Spectre is killed, apply stun to the attacker. The Spectre is dealt damage, the attacker takes damage equal to their block. What? I assume that means equal to the attacker's block, which is to say, presumably it is breaking our armor. Most of this game is silly looking. Yes, accurate. Okay, interesting. This does complicate matters for me. Arachnobob. interesting that it happens midway through while I'm still generating. Alright, well that makes things easier. I don't have to do things quite how I was going to do them. Yeah, we'll just do like that. It's not totally perfect to my desires, but it works out just fine. I just wanted to make sure it wasn't taking damage, and this worked out. I basically have already won this. They have plenty of poison. Obviously, that guy has enough block that he's not taking poison damage yet. But that essentially will change in mere moments. Okay, didn't quite kill them, but, you know, they're basically dead. Yeah, I mean, we can just end the turn here, and they're already dead. Just barely in his case, but that's fine. Woo! Look at us go! We'll take the bowling bubble. I don't really care. It doesn't particularly matter which one I'm taking. There's the upgrade, bro. Oh, I fucked up the ordering of this. Because I meant to sell things, and I was thinking I could do it while in this screen, and I can't, which was an oversight, to be sure. That's frustrating. Oh, well, it's good to know how this works, at least, where I don't get to choose what the upgrade, or what the duplicate is. Well, take the Force of Nature. I am annoyed that I messed that up. Because all I need to do is sell, like, basically any one skill, and I would have had that just fine. And now I am going to have money problems. Yeah, that was an oversight. Felt bad. Yeah, I mean, there's no real point in continuing to sell things. I did not fight this guy before. I was about to say I don't remember what his things are, but that's because I've never seen what his things are. Alright, reclaim souls. When the Spectre dies, apply block to all allies equal to the poison on all heroes. Okay. Deal 1 damage to a random hero 5 times. Revive any dead allies at the end of each turn. When an ally dies, the Spectre applies 1 corruption to a random hero 6 times. Okay. Yeah, so you're going to try to poison it. Gotcha. Okay. Sounds grand. Fuck it. We'll just kill you before you're able to poison me. It does still also work in my favor in other ways. a shame I can't do that after you've generated the extra block, but that's okay. And now let's give you a whole bunch more poison, and then hit you for a little bit more. The caustic protection really has been doing some solid work for me. And yes, I'm pretty sure doing the defend multiple times would have yielded more block. Pretty much use that. Didn't matter. It would have taken a lot longer, and frankly was unnecessary. Still annoyed that I messed up upgrade grow, but whatever. Fine. Here we are. Well, we'll take the Force of Nature, I guess. The Energized Bismuth technically can have some value for me, but it's not a lot. Sure, I'll just do this right now. Victor's Tree? I don't know what that means, Rip. I could maybe swap this out, but I don't think I want to. Like, maybe I should. I don't fully remember what the rooster does. I do kind of want another of these, but I don't think that's really reasonable. And it only makes sense if I got it upgraded to 3-star. I mean, that's right, this only goes down in cooldown, which I don't really care about. I would have taken the one with Boop drinking coffee. Honestly, don't remember which one that is. Shadow Specters dealt damage, 25% chance to apply melt, which reduces the amount of block gains. I keep thinking that it's like a percentage reduction, but it's not. To be fair, this is the only enemy I've encountered, I think, that applies melt. There's probably at least like one more. And then there's that artifact from the second boss, the curse, that could have you start with melt. Regardless. Vampire chicken, I got nothing. I mean, it's not a vampire, he's... whatever. Anyways, here we are. I say someone got an upgrade? Yeah. We also haven't used Numbing Zap in a while, but that's fine. I think it's still good to have, even if I'm not using it on most turns. I apologize for the Looney Tunes reference. I mean, I don't mind it. I used to watch a lot of Looney Tunes as a kid. I just watched a lot of cartoons in general, but... Sadly, you are starting to build up melt, but I don't think it's gonna matter. That's a show that did not age as well as I would have liked. Yeah, I mean, there's some good Looney Tunes skits still. But yeah, I mean, like, there's a lot of real bad Looney Tunes. But that's true of a lot of older cartoons and shows in general. Gain dodge. Don't really give a shit. Alright, he's not actually hurting us, so we're just going to apply a whole bunch more poison to him. And he's already dead. He can apply dodge all he wants. It doesn't matter. He's a dead man. Unless the dodge blocks the poison. The fact that it's still showing him doing damage to me worries me in that regard. But we can do this, which gets rid of its dodge. And then he's dead. If that's the case, by the way, that dodge blocks poison, needs to have its tooltip reworded. Because it's not blocking the next attack, if that's the case. It's blocking the next damage. And that is a meaningful distinction. I loved watching Animaniacs and Tiny Toons, even though I was in my 20s when they were on air. Fair enough. I never got into Animaniacs other than... Like, I've seen some just by virtue of it was on while I was growing up, but I never got into it. I have seen maybe every episode of Tiny Toons, though. I don't think we need another corrosive